All right, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going to be talking about spiders.
Oh, great.
Yeah, creepy crawlies, right?
Love them.
But specifically, we're going to be focusing on some pretty cool news out of Australia. Two, not just one, but two, newly discovered trapdoor spiders.
Yeah.
So,
Always good news.
yeah, and the research here is really fascinating. It's primarily coming from the University of Western Australia,
Okay.
and they actually published it all in the Australian Journal of Taxonomy.
So for our listeners,
Yeah, so for the people
who
listening.
may not be familiar with trapdoor spiders.
Right, exactly.
Trapdoor spiders, they're known for their trapdoors. These are these amazing little burrows they create that have a hinged lid, hence the name.
Yeah, like a little secret hidden door. It's really cool.
Absolutely. And these spiders are ambush predators, so they wait patiently in their burrows for unsuspecting prey to wander by.
And boom.
Exactly. They pop out, grab their meal, and retreat back into their hideaway.
It's kind of like a horror movie for insects.
It kind of is when you think about it that way, but it's a testament to the amazing diversity and adaptations found in nature.
For sure. And what makes this discovery even more exciting is that it's the first time this particular group of trapdoor spiders has ever been recorded in northern Australia.
Really?
Yeah, which is, pretty remarkable, considering how much we think we know about Australian wildlife.
Absolutely. And it really highlights how much more there is to discover. Just when we think we have a grasp on things, nature throws us a curveball like this.
Totally. And these spiders were actually discovered in the Kimberley region. You familiar with the Kimberley?
Oh, absolutely. It's one of the most remote and rugged areas of Australia, known for its stunning landscapes, ancient rock art, and incredible biodiversity.
Yeah, during a 2022 Bush Blitz expedition.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and for those who maybe aren't familiar with these Bush Blitzes,
Right.
they're essentially these national science events where researchers, they go to different parts of Australia that are underexplored, and they try and document as much as they can about the wildlife there. So it's like a big biodiversity treasure hunt.
That sounds like a fantastic experience, and clearly it was successful in this case.
Definitely. So now getting into the specifics of what they found, we now know of Kwonkan fluctellus and Kwonkan nemoralis.
Those are some interesting names.
Yeah, they're definitely a mouthful. And the research was led by Dr. Jeremy Wilson from UWA and the Western Australian Museum.
Got it. So these are brand new species to science.
Yeah, absolutely. Completely new to science. And one thing that really stood out to me in the research was the size of Kwonkan nemoralis. We're talking about a spider roughly the size of a 20-cent coin.
Oh, wow. So not exactly gigantic.
No, not huge by any means, but still a fascinating discovery.
Absolutely. It just goes to show that size isn't everything, especially when it comes to biodiversity.
Right. And another thing that was really interesting to me was where they actually found this particular spider. The Kimberley is largely known for its dry savanna landscapes. But these spiders were found tucked away deep within a gorge. Not where you'd expect to find them.
Huh, that's interesting. So a very specific microhabitat then.
Exactly. And the researchers specifically mentioned, these richer, wetter forest patches within these gorges. So think about it, more human conditions, different types of plant life. So it's like a little hidden oasis within this otherwise dry landscape.
Well, that's really cool. It makes you wonder how they ended up in such a specialized environment.
Yeah, I know. And speaking of specialized environments, this is where it gets really fascinating. We got to talk about their burrows.
Oh, yes, the trapdoors.
Yeah. So unlike many related species that have like these simple open burrow entrances, the Kwonkan genus, and particularly Kwonkan nemoralis, creates these really elaborate entrances.
So they're not just digging a hole in the ground?
No, not at all. They're like master architects in the spider world.
I mean, that's incredible. It really speaks to the adaptability of these creatures, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And Kwonkan nemoralis builds this very distinctive circular burrow entrance in these sandy creek banks.
Oh, okay.
But it's the collapsible silken collar that really caught my attention. It even has sand grains embedded in it.
Wait, hold on. A collapsible silken collar? What does that even mean?
Okay, so imagine this. It's basically like a flexible ring of silk around the entrance of the burrow.
Okay.
And it's covered in sand.
Right.
So it blends in perfectly.
Oh, wow. So it's like a secret door disguised as part of the creek bank.
Exactly. And get this, when the spider's disturbed, this collar collapses, effectively sealing the entrance shut.
So it's like a built-in security system.
Yeah, it's amazing, right? And the sand grains on the collar help it camouflage even further. It's like a tiny little sandy secret hideout.
That's incredible, and it makes you wonder, what's the purpose of such an intricate design? I mean, it must be more than just a cool feature, right?
Right, exactly. And that's one of the main questions the researchers are investigating. They suggest that it could be an adaptation for specific hunting strategies, perhaps allowing them to ambush prey more effectively.
That makes sense. If they're completely hidden, their prey wouldn't see them coming.
Exactly. Or it could be a crucial defense mechanism against predators like scorpions, centipedes, wasps, things that hunt spiders.
Oh, yeah, I hadn't even considered that. It would be a pretty effective way to avoid becoming someone else's lunch.
Absolutely. A camouflaged, collapsing entrance would definitely give a spider a better chance of survival.
For sure. It's like a tiny little fortress.
Totally. And the research also mentions the possibility of flood protection. These regions can experience sudden heavy rains.
Right, right.
And so having this well-sealed and perhaps slightly raised entrance could be vital for survival during a flood.
Oh, yeah, that makes perfect sense. It's amazing how these seemingly small features can have such big implications for survival.
Yeah, it really highlights how interconnected everything is in nature.
Totally. And, each new species we discover, like these trapdoor spiders, adds another piece to our understanding of the vast web of life on Earth.
Absolutely. And this discovery specifically contributes to Taxonomy Australia, which is like this big national effort to document all of Australia's amazing biodiversity.
So it's like a giant inventory of all the living things in Australia?
Yeah, essentially. And the more we know about what's out there, the better we can protect it.
That's for sure. And this specific research, just for those interested, was published in 2025 in the Australian Journal of Taxonomy by Jeremy D. Wilson, Michael G. Ricks, and Mark S. Harvey.
Yeah, shout out to them. And to summarize for the listeners, we've really taken a deep dive into the fascinating world of these two newly discovered trapdoor spider species, Kwonkan fluctellus and Kwonkan nemoralis, and their remarkable burrow construction in these surprisingly unique wetter pockets within the Kimberley.
Yeah, it really makes you appreciate the incredible biodiversity of Australia and how much we still have to learn.
Exactly. And leaves us with a question for you, the listener. Considering the intricate design of these spider burrows, what other hidden engineering marvels might be happening in the natural world around us, just waiting to be uncovered?
I don't know, but I can't wait to find out.
Me too.
Me too.
All right, that's it for this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.